What's going on, guys? We are back with the Civic. Today we're going to be attempting to paint this license plate section, whatever you call them. Because it's black and it's kind of ugly, we're going to try and paint it body color. So we're going to take that off, going to sand it back a little bit. I've only got 1000 grit sandpaper, but that's okay. I only just need to go over it a little bit. Then we're going to prime it, sand it, prime it again, color it again, see how it looks, maybe color it again. Then we're going to chuck a couple of coats of clear on it. So we'll do that in a second, but I'll show you guys what I got. Okay, so for primer, I got this stuff. It's for plastic. I've never used it before, but hopefully it'll be okay. So I'm going to shoot that first. And then we got this base coat from Color Spec. I got it from Super Cheap Auto. They color match it to the car, so hopefully that will be very close. It'll be close enough. It's not like the car actually looks good anyway, so at the very least I'm gonna have to spray the boot as well because it is pretty bad anyway, but I just want to try it on this section because this is the only single piece that I need done. So I'll try it on that, and eventually we'll move on to the side moldings and the side skirts. We have a lot more painting to do, but for now, hopefully this works. Then we just have the Color Spec clear coat. It's acrylic, not 2K, but I'm sure it'll be fine for at least that section. When I start doing the actual body parts, I'll change it to a 2K. This is just what they had, so that'll be fine. So yeah, let's get to removing this and then we'll start prepping. Okay, with the boot open, it looks like we need a screwdriver just for that clip there, and that clip there. So those are just screw clips, so you unscrew them a little bit, pull them out. And it looks like 8mm for there, and there. Yeah, so by the looks of it, this clip here as well. So it should just be 2 8mm, 3 Phillips screws, and a push pin. So let's give that a go. Okay, those 3 are out. Can't find my 8mm socket, so I'm using this. Hopefully that'll be fine. It's 2 out now. We just need to get this push pin out. Yeah, so we're gonna need to get this push pin out. I'm just gonna grab some pliers and just push that out. There we go. All right, so that's the whole thing out. So that's out. And that needs a clean, it's filthy. All right, so I've already cleaned and prepped this a little bit. All I did was get some of this wax and grease remover, give it a really good wipe over, got some 1000 grit sandpaper, wet sanded a little bit. It didn't really need to be that much, just because it's just black plastic. It doesn't really need to be prepped too much, as far as I know. Hopefully this will be fine. And after I wet sanded it, I just went over it again with the wax and grease remover. So now it should be good for primer. So we're gonna give it a first coat of primer and see how it goes. Now I didn't realize it's a clear primer. I was kind of hoping it wouldn't be, so I could actually see where I'm going, but I think I went a little bit heavy in some places, but that's okay. I'll go over it with one more coat once this is sort of dry. Then I'll wet sand it a little bit, and then we'll put some paint on it. All right, time for the second coat. I'm probably gonna go a touch heavier on this one, just to see how it goes, because I don't even know how this is actually looking, because it's not a grey primer for some reason. All right, so it's got a fair amount of orange peel in it, which I'm hoping to wet sand out, but I will do one more coat of primer before I do that. So I might just get back to you guys after I finish the third coat and start wet sanding. So I'm going to start wet sanding now. I'm just using a 1500 grit sandpaper just to knock out all the orange peel, knock out some of the dust that's stuck to it, and that should be okay. I don't have a spray bottle for this, I'm just going to use some water. Anyway, that's basically what I'm going to be doing for the whole thing. You guys don't need to watch me do the entire thing, so I'll get back to you when I've finished it. Okay guys, so with a little bit of mucking around, I actually stuffed this up. So I've now wet sanded it, so it's ready for paint. I did stuff it up the first time, so I had to sand it all back down and re-prime it. So what I actually did was, after the primer had all been done and I wet sanded it, stupid me wasn't thinking, and I ended up using the wax and grease remover on it to wipe it down again, but that just ate through the primer. So I had to redo it. I think I've fixed it. It actually looks better now than it did before, so it's feeling nice and smooth. There's a couple of spots where I could probably do better, but you know, I don't really care at this point. It's getting late. I just need to put the color down and the clear coat. So we're going to do some color now and see how it goes. Now I'm aware that doing this with spray cans is not the best way to do it, but it's all I have available at the moment. Maybe one day I'll get another one of these and redo it with a proper paint gun. Depends on how this turns out. I just want to see if I could, more than anything. Rather than taking it to a paint shop, I just wanted to see if I could do it. Hopefully it turns out good. Okay, so we're just going to do a nice even light coat just to see how it sprays and go from there. I'm going to do it a fair distance just to see how it goes. Wow, that actually sprays really well. That actually sprays really nice and even. I'm very impressed with that actually. This can is quite good, so much better than the primer. Still see a little bit of orange peel starting to form. You probably can't see it on camera, but what we'll do is we'll let that sit for a few minutes. Might actually just hit up the back here again. All right, so we're gonna let that sit for probably about 5-10 minutes. And then I'm gonna hit it again with another coat like this. Let that sit for 5 to 10 minutes. Then we're gonna go with a medium coat, then let that sit for 5 to 10 minutes, and then see how it looks. Might need another coat, maybe not. We'll just see how it looks. But so far, it's looking okay. I'll check back with you guys in 5 to 10 minutes and put another coat on. All right, so we're gonna hit it with another coat, probably the same amount as I did before. I'm really hoping this turns out good. I might be going a little bit too heavy. Oh no, look at that. I don't know if you can see, but that's just gone cracked and shit. I don't know what's going on there. I don't know if you can see it, but that looks terrible. I've obviously done something wrong there. What I might have to do is do a couple more coats, wet sand it, and see if I can fix it, because that looks terrible. We should go for, there we go. I don't know if you can see it properly, but it looks awful. Okay, well, I did this to see if I could. Apparently I can't. So I'm gonna do my best to fix this. I'll give it a couple more coats. I'll give it a wet sand, see if that'll fix it. If not, I'm just gonna finish off this part just so I can put it back on the car, and it just, you know, the rest of the car doesn't look good anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But I'll get another one of these, which they're only like $20 from the wreckers, so it's fine. I'll get another one, send it off to a professional and get them to do it, because this just is terrible. I don't know what I've done wrong. If you know what I've done wrong, please let me know in the comments, so maybe I can fix this, or maybe I can try again in the future. Anyway, I'll let this dry for a bit, then continue on, see if I can fix it. All right guys, the final layer is down. It looks horrible. There's just so much cracking going on there. I don't know what happened there. Probably just me prepping it really badly. Some dirt and dust got in down here. It's just horrible. But anyway, I'm going to clear it still, see what it looks like, and maybe once the clear's on, I might be able to wet sand that down or something. I honestly don't know. I've never had that happen before when I've painted something. I don't know what happened there, so please let me know in the comments if you know. And to top it all off, the paint doesn't even match the car, so that's always fun. It's gonna look stupid on it. So I think what I'm gonna do is next week, I'm gonna go get a new one of these. Well, not a new one, but I'm gonna go pull one off a car at a wreckers, put it back on the car in black, and eventually I will take it to a proper painter to get them to finish, like to get them to paint it body color. And I might as well send in the body molds there and the side skirts at the same time, get all that done, because apparently I'm really shit at painting, which is fine. I'm good at other stuff, maybe. Anyway, I just wanted to see if I could do this. Obviously I can't, which is fine, but at least now I know. So I'm gonna let this dry for about 40 minutes or so. It's getting late, it's almost the end of the day, and I still need to put the clear coat down. Hopefully I can get all that done, but I will talk to you guys then. I'm gonna wait until the clear coat's ready to go on, then I'll show you guys that. But this video is a bust pretty much, so if you've made it this far, terribly sorry. Do not do what I'm doing. It's a bad idea. All right, talk to you guys soon. All right guys, so I've just put down the clear coat. It still looks like shit. So I didn't film me putting the clear coat on because it's basically the same as putting the paint on, the primer and all that sort of stuff. So I didn't think I needed to film for that. I mean, like it's silver. It looks like shit, but it's silver. It's not the same silver as the car. So it's gonna look like crap on the car, which is fine for now. What I might do is I'll go to the wreckers next week. I'll get another black one. I'll send it off to get painted professionally, and then I'll put it on the car. What I'll do is I'll install it on the car, show you guys, and you can see how bad it looks. Yeah, so let's do that. I did clean that a little bit, so it looks a little bit better. All right, so you can see it on the car. As you can tell, it's a completely different color to the actual car itself, but you see what I was going for at least. I'm really disappointed with that. I had really high hopes to get this done right, but you know, I'm not a painter. I don't know how to do all this stuff properly, but honestly, it still looks better than black. At least there's that. But I will get one of these done professionally at some point, but this will do for now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did. This is how not to paint plastic trim on a car. So make sure to smash that dislike button and just destroy me in the comments. Just all that bad stuff, just do all of it, because I am so disappointed in this. But you know, we all have to start somewhere. I've only ever really sprayed plastics in matte black, and that is just so much easier. If you haven't seen the video on me touching up the WIPO arms, make sure to go check that out, because that's actually, they actually look good. But this is just not good at all, but you know, that's fine. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hopefully I didn't disappoint you guys too much. Hopefully you got a laugh out of all this. I sure didn't. Yeah, thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe, click the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future Civic content. And I'll see you guys in the next one.